Hi, I'm Nick from thebestmedia.com, and I'm here to tell you about the 5 things you need to know about the Canon M50. The Canon M50 is all the rage these days, like frosted tips and overalls with one strap hanging down. We joined the bandwagon and picked up an M50 for ourselves a few weeks ago. Jealous? But what is the M50? What does it do? Is it a gun? It sounds like a gun. Actually, it's a camera, you idiot. Number 1, it's a vlogging camera. So if you want to be a vlogger like Casey Neistat or this douchebag, then this camera's for you. Buy my merch. Hey guys, buy my merch. It's yours now, merch. Hey Jason, buy my merch. Buy my merch. Buy my merch. The M50 is great for filming yourself. It has a forward-facing screen, autofocus, auto exposure, and is light and portable. Let's compare vlogging with this bad boy to the GH5S. Hey Best Meteors, I'm just vlogging here with the GH5S. It's not great to vlog with, it's hard to keep focus with it, and it's just kind of really hard to hold in the hand.
Oh fuck, shit, fuck, oh god damn, fuck. Fucking Dave's gonna kill me, man.
But how does it match up for image quality? Let's do a test. As you can see with the GH5S, the image is quite sharp. But as you can see in the M50 footage, Brady's mustache just doesn't seem right. Number 2, it has 4K sometimes. When shooting in 4K with this camera, it does not have continuous eye-detecting autofocus. Don't be misled by Canon's marketing team. The M50 cannot do 4K and badass autofocus at the same time. It's a real Sophie's choice. So if you love 4K but hate being in focus, then this camera's for you. Number 3, the autofocus is really good. The Canon M50 has really good eye-detecting autofocus. Do you hate turning your wrist ever so slightly? Or perhaps you're a narcissist and need to film yourself all the time? Then the M50's autofocus is for you, albeit in lame-ass 1080p.
Actually, 4K resolution is highly overrated. The human eye can't tell the difference between 4K and 1080p from any normal viewing distance. And all 4K isn't created equally. The Red camera's 4K is actually a lot better than an iPhone 6's 4K.
4K, bitches! Number 4, the auto exposure is bad sometimes. Capturing the correct exposure while shooting can be quite challenging. It involves understanding f-stops and ISO and shutter speeds and so forth. Can't someone else do it? Well, the M50 has auto exposure, but it's kind of your inbred cousin about it. If a person moves suddenly, even if they're not blocking a light source, the auto exposure seems to go haywire. So my recommendation is, if you're not constantly going in and out of different levels of light, stop being a lazy ass and set that exposure manually. Number 5, it's easy to use. The M50 has all the features you need to make life easier, like autofocus, auto exposure, its portability, etc. That means that any dum-dum who wants to film themselves can get a hang of this camera, like our friend Broden over here. The GH5 is a stick-in-the-mud lame bum who wants you to eat your vegetables. Well, the M50 is a fun, sassy lady. You don't need to do anything, just hit record. I'm free! I'm free! But why buy a camera at all? Why not come to thebestmedia.com and get your video done by my glorious ass? Check the link below. You won't regret it.